Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are looking at the T-Rex River Escape. This is set 76975. So this is one of the newer Jurassic World sets in 199 pieces. Really what we're getting is the T-Rex itself and a small boat and a little ATV. This comes with Xavier Dobbs as well as Teresa Delgado. And of course the T-Rex itself. So nice little set. I will say I think it was about $30, so not the cheapest for the kids, but it is quite a bit of fun for the kids, and it looks like we have a set that's meant to just kind of crash apart and have some fun with it. So in that regard, it's pretty nice. Looking at the back of the box, I mean, we get to see them on the four-wheeler. The building is somewhat together, but it looks like it's all supposed to be kind of a modular set, so that way it kind of goes off on the sides when the T-Rex comes to it. And it looks like it does have some push motion kind of playability effects to it with our water. So we have a nice water launch for our little boat here. With that, let's get into seeing how big this is, how many bags we have. I'm going to guess it's not going to be a lot, but we're going to have a couple bigger pieces with the T-Rex, which does make a lot of sense, as we have the main body. Pulling all the stuff out here. Our instruction booklet. We do have a bag 2. We have 3 different bags, which is really fun for the kids because, I mean, the smaller bags means it's a little easier trying to find all the different parts. And it makes it an easier build for the kids. And then what we have is the rest of the T-Rex as well as our boat, which, with this being a single piece, means that that boat will float to some degree. And I believe that's all we have here. So let's dump the box out itself. Alright, and that's all we have. There does not appear to be stickers. We'll open up our booklet here and see what we have. It's a little bit different angle, seeing I'm on a small little table. Okay, so we do have three different bags and 3 different books. So as we're looking at all of this, book 3 is our little house. Book 2 is our boat launch, like a little bit of a waterfall kind of look to it. And then book 1 is our Tyrannosaurus Rex, our boat, and the ATV. So at that point, let's kind of get into this. We'll get our quick build going, and then we'll go from there. All right, so now we're all done. We have our the whole set, the Tyrannosaurus, which is always fun to get. One of the dinosaurs. Works great for not just doing the Legos. Some people have actually done dinosaur parks, so if you need another dino for a dinosaur park, here you go. These two sets actually snap together. So there is a joining piece here, so if you want to put them together, try and make it a little bit bigger. We have that there. We have the four-wheeler, nice, simple, basic design. It's only really meant to have the one light on there. I had an extra light, so I put the second light on there, just trying to use up the extra pieces. As you can see, the extra pieces that we have. And our boat does clip on here, and it has a little kind of plunger function in the back here. And I'll try to keep this, hopefully, so everyone can see what we have. So as I push this forward, oops, then our boat flies out. So trying to do this so hopefully the boat doesn't fly out too far. And it just undocks the boat, and then the boat can go forward. So if you have nice smooth surface or whatever, that should kind of fly, glide along. Nice feature there. We have our headlight on here. We do have our oars and a life jacket for whatever figure you want to put the life jacket on. And we have a little frog. Always nice getting the frogs there. As we look on the back side, I was trying to figure out what we were simulating here. And I could even put this extra piece here. So we have a broken egg. So somewhere in here we might have an extra dinosaur. Here's a little broken egg. So this might be Mama T-Rex, and she's looking for her babies. With the broken egg having been there. And these walls are meant to just kind of fall away. So they're bricked into her very lightly, so that way you can have it all torn apart as the T-Rex is looking for her lost babies. And unfortunately, our characters are the ones that just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But looking at it in a forward view, it is a very nice looking set. The T-Rex does fit very nicely in here as he's looking around, or she's looking around. Something nice to have for a park or just a general set to throw in amongst everything else. And of course, having a little four-wheeler is always kind of fun to add in there as well. A nice addition to the whole set in all. This is a different angle, and it makes it a little difficult for me to figure out exactly where I am and what you can see, because obviously I'm below the camera, and trying to get everything in here so you can see everything I'm doing makes this a little challenging. We do have a machete here, which is kind of nice to have. You know, for different set pieces. And quite often, if you're used to my channel, you know that I do a lot of role-playing games. So a lot of this stuff also has things in mind for possibly doing role-playing games, as I think of some of these silly thoughts here, as well as making a nice little city for me to add on to. But we go from there. With that, thank you so very much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this. It's fun bringing this stuff to you as much as I can. I know we didn't hit last week because we had a graduation party that we just had to spend more time on that than doing this. But you know, trying to get back on track for everything. So with that, I'll see you in the next video.